Today we are going to see Comuna 13, some parts of Poblado, which is the most wealthy part of Medellin. But first off, I needed to take the metro to a neighborhood near Comuna 13, so I wanted to show you some of the breathtaking views you could experience on the metro. It is one of the most used metros in Latin America. It helps transport a staggering 800,000 people every day. It opened in 1995 and has pushed Medellin forward as one of the most innovative cities in Latin America. There are cable cars also connected to the main metro, so you can get almost anywhere in the city in very little time. So we are here now outside of the train station. Just got off the train, just got myself some mango. It's gonna be a good day. We're about to explore Comuna 13, and it's gonna be a fun time. So as you can see, there's a lot of vendors around this part. This is train station San Javier. And we were off on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure to see a part of Colombia that used to be considered extremely poverty-stricken and also dangerous, that was transformed into one of the most lively and captivating tourist zones in Colombia. So we are here in Comuna 13, finally. This used to be one of the most dangerous parts of Colombia and the world. This was the murder capital of the world at one point. They had 380 murders for 100,000 people. Pretty crazy. But it's pretty chaotic over here. It's a big tourist zone, so we're gonna explore. Man, look at this artwork. Like, so beautiful, honestly. It's crazy how turbulent of a history that it's had to get to this point where it's actually kind of beautiful. They got artwork everywhere. I'm kind of out of breath because it's a very steep hill, but hope you guys are enjoying this. As you can see, there's escalators here, which were built in 2006. This was a project to remake and to revive this community. Got myself some ice cream here. This is arequipe, which is like caramel mixed with coconut, which is really good. This one is strawberries, fresa en español. And we are here, Comuna 13, and we're gonna explore more. Let's get it. So this was one of the most dangerous places in Colombia for a long time, and the reason being was in 1960 there was a civil war in Colombia that affected a lot of people on the camp side of Colombia, or in other words, the countryside of Colombia. So what happened was in the 1960s, a lot of people immigrated from the countryside to this part of Colombia, and they basically used bricks or whatever kind of materials that they could find to construct houses. And when you have thousands and thousands of people coming from a very poor situation and coming to this part of Colombia without any help from the government, there's going to be people that are desperate enough to make very bad decisions and to align themselves with gangs, with violence, to get ahead and to advance. So that is more or less the story of how Comuna 13 became as dangerous as it became at one point in time. So I got this right here. This is a latte, pretty nice here. This cafe in Comuna 13, pretty beautiful actually. And look at this here. This is actually a tea made from coca leaves. If you don't know what that is the same plant that they use to make cocaine. The effects in the tea are quite different, very, very, very different. Cocaine has a lot more added substances to it, but pretty interesting. In Comuna 13 and also Colombia in general, you'll see a lot of these stands set up selling micheladas. Micheladas are an alcoholic drink. They mix beer or hard liquor with passion fruit or cherries or mangoes or any other kind of fruits. It's cheap, usually only a few dollars, and they taste great, so definitely check it out if you are in Medellin. is an old-fashioned typewriter right there. I don't know what this is doing in Comuna 13, but it's pretty cool. Man, look at this view. This is gorgeous. This is Medellin.
So how did Comuna 13 go from the murder hotspot of the world to a tourist zone within 20 years? Well, in 2002, the Colombian government used the military to raid Comuna 13 several times. It left Comuna 13 very broken, but the government started to invest money in the community, and the goal was to make the neighborhood less isolated, less violent, and to give the people more opportunities. It is situated on a very steep hill, so putting the escalators in really helped, and also installing the cable cars made it easier for people to visit the area. Many people turned to art instead of violence, which is why it's so vibrant today, and the combination of its art, accessibility, and history led it to becoming a tourist hotspot.
So I am here now in Poblado. This is probably one of the richest parts of Medellin, I want to say. Definitely has the most foreigners. So I'm gonna show you around and we're gonna enjoy this time together. So we are gonna go here as well. This is a place where they're selling a bunch of cool little gadgets and things maybe you won't be able to find on the street normally. So in Colombia, you'll find a lot of open parks like this. Honestly, they're beautiful. I think Medellin is one of the most green cities in the world with all the plants it has. It's a gorgeous city. So this is pretty cool. It shows the Colombian ex-presidents, but in like a cartoonish way, which I think is kind of cool. I actually really like this restaurant. It's pretty gorgeous.
This is a traditional dish in Colombia, which is made out of plantains. These are baskets which hold meat, sauce, guacamole, and I also did get a hamburger.
This right here is Parque Lleras. It's one of the most known locations in Colombia, probably. Definitely in Medellin, it's one of the most known places. Parque Lleras. Alright, so we're here at this market. There's a lot of different products here that they're selling, which is pretty cool. I've seen this in Colombia several times. They have some kind of environment like this. We had to pay about 10,000 pesos to enter, which is the equivalent of about $2 or $3, so not too bad.
So you may be wondering why I'm showing this in the Medellin video, and the reason is that I want you to see that the reputation that Colombia has about being extremely dangerous is not exactly true. Colombia has a lot to offer: vibrant views, markets like this one, festivals, amazing cuisine, friendly people, and a lot of natural beauty. Yes, Colombia might have zones that are dangerous, but so does America, so does Canada, and basically what I'm trying to say is that you should give Colombia a chance, and you should try to travel there at least once in your life.
Got myself a coffee right now, and we are exploring this beautiful part of Medellin called El Poblado. Wow. You don't see that in the US at traffic stops, that's all I'm saying. You definitely do not see that in the US, but you know, I like this. See, this is what I love about Medellin. It's just there's so much nature and it's so green, man. Like, you can't find cities like this in the United States. Maybe you can find like parks and stuff like that in the cities, but definitely not to this level. I think this is one of the most green and ecologically friendly cities in the world. So now we're waiting for our bus. Gonna take the bus back to the apartment. And I gotta say, Colombia has a really good transportation system. That's something that they've definitely done better than the United States. Like, in the countryside of the United States, you need to have a car, whereas here, you can literally go wherever on bus, train, metro, wherever. So that's one thing I gotta give Colombia a lot of credit for.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. I have new videos coming out every Wednesday. Stay tuned for more travel content and fun fact videos. Until the next time.